It was the fall of 2002. The war on terror was being sold to the American people, and the drums of war were beginning to sound. In response to the impending United States invasion of Iraq, a group of ordinary folks in Kalamazoo came together from all walks of life in the belief that our country could do better than expend our precious resources of life and treasure in a war sold to us on false pretenses. Kalamazoo Nonviolent Opponents of War, or KNOW, was founded in the midst of our opposition to this illegal, immoral, and destructive war. We were not able to stop the invasion and subsequent occupation of Iraq. This war caused the destruction of Iraqi civil society, the deaths of 500,000 Iraqis, the loss of 5,000 U.S. troops, and over $2 trillion from the U.S. Treasury. As a result, the Middle East is more violent and unstable than it has ever been in living memory. So we continue to stand for peace at our weekly Sunday vigils. We continue to stand for a more just foreign policy and a reduction of the 60% of the federal budget which goes to war. We sponsor educational speakers, films, and forums, in addition to advocating for these issues with our representatives in Congress. We have organized various marches and candlelight vigils and commemorations, as well as public lectures and teachings. The Be in the Know film series shows relevant peace and environmental documentaries. We have arranged bus trips to New York City, Washington, D.C., and Chicago to take part in national and regional protests, and have lobbied legislators around war funding, bringing all of the troops home, and funding domestic needs rather than war. For example, KNOW has had an impact on the successful Senate vote to save the Iran nuclear peace deal by grassroots organizing combined with visits to our Michigan senators. We continue to work on reducing war funding and achieving a more just foreign policy and solving climate change. Why are we concerned about war funding? Every gun that is made, every warship launched, every rocket fired signifies in the final sense a theft from those who hunger and are not fed, those who are cold and are not clothed. This world in arms is not spending money alone. It is spending the sweat of its laborers, the genius of its scientists, the hopes of its children. This is not a way of life at all in any true sense. Under the clouds of war, it is humanity hanging on a cross of iron. Dwight D. Eisenhower. I knew that America would never invest the necessary funds or energies in rehabilitation of its poor so long as adventures like Vietnam continue to draw men and skills and money like some demonic, destructive suction tube. So I was increasingly compelled to see the war as an enemy of the poor and to attack it as such. The security we profess to seek in foreign adventures we will lose in our decaying cities. The bombs in Vietnam explode at home. They destroy the hopes and possibilities for a decent America. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. How do we make a change in the direction of our country? Those of us who love peace must organize as effectively as the war hawks. As they spread the propaganda of war, we must spread the propaganda of peace. We must combine the fervor of the civil rights movement with the peace movement. We must demonstrate, teach, and preach until the very foundations of our nation are shaken. Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Join us